How do vloggers do this?
What's up? This is a mega, it's like a mega vlog series. It's like a series within the series of vlogs I normally do. So it's like a mini series. I'm excited about it because I finally get to share the Iceland story. Now look, it's not that I'm sharing now because I just like delaying with things. A year ago I went to Iceland. I vlogged the whole trip, but I had no clue how to edit videos. I had no idea. My thoughts were that I'll just vlog. When I come back, I look for someone and beg them like, please, edit my vlog for free. And this year I started vlogging myself. I don't even know whether I call it vlogging. What do you guys call this thing that I do? I don't know. So I was like, maybe I should just edit my own. I was just looking for a nice venue that I can just sit in and churn out all 7 episodes at the same time. And the lake house in Tigoni is like the perfect place for this. This is episode 1 of the Iceland series. I absolutely hate the cold. I'd rather boil in the sun than be in cold weather. So it does not also make sense to me why I chose to go to Iceland, but I did it. So I was working with the Swedish Institute to do some work in Kenya. And part of the job was that we had to go to, part of the job was that we go to Stockholm for a week just to meet and see creative people in creative spaces, solving problems in what they do. So I looked at the map and I was like, where can I go? There were 3 places that I was really madly interested in going to. Number 1, the Faroe Islands. Number 2, Northern Norway, Lofoten. I'm sure it's not Lofoten. Number 3, Iceland. I looked at all the costs for airlines and I was like, Iceland is the cheapest from Stockholm. Lofoten was going to be like $700 return. Faroe Islands was going to be like maybe $800 or $900. Iceland was going to be $300. Guess who won? Ding, 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 ding. Iceland. So my idea was that we go to Stockholm. I'll stay for Stockholm for the 1 week. And after that, Iceland for 1 week. Self-drive, save money as much as possible. Iceland in summer, a lot better than Iceland in winter. Iceland in summer does not get very hot, but it doesn't get very cold. At worst, in the summer, it will be 6 degrees. At best, maybe 15. So just like winter in Nairobi. I mean, we don't have winter, but like honestly, I needed to just drill my brain into knowing that it will be cold, but yes, you can make it. When I feel like a place is going to be extremely cold, I'm already messed up than I might be when I actually experience the cold. But when I prepare myself, like for this trip, I was like preparing myself. I was talking to Sylvia, who is my friend from Stockholm. I was like, give me advice on how to survive in extreme cold. And so she was telling me, this is how you layer, this is the clothes that you put on the inside, do not wear cotton, do not wear jeans. I'm going to go, like, this is how I thought I will be. Guys, guess who's been freezing her off this whole trip in Iceland after giving me excellent advice on how to stay warm in Iceland. She gave me so much advice that she didn't keep any advice for herself. I don't know what she has to say about that.
If you need advice?
I laughed at her a lot, mostly at her expense. But it really was not that bad. The worst day was -6 and the best day was 15 degrees. So part of the mental preparation and at the same time clothal preparation, which the clothes I wear. So I knew that I needed thick socks to layer clothes that do not allow my heat to escape, and on the outside, clothes that do not let the wind inside.
Whoa. It's freezing.
I knew I wanted to spend 150k at most in a country like Iceland, which is extremely expensive. This was going to be a fit. I knew that there were things that I was going to do to save money in Iceland. Number one, camp. Yes, I know, camping in Iceland. I researched about camping in Iceland. There are campsites in Iceland that are extremely cheap. They were going for 1,000 Icelandic crowns. Aha, I remember. Icelandic crowns. Crowns or krona? Crowns. Krona. Crowns or krona. Which is like 1,000 Kenya shillings, because the currency exchange, that's what I found interesting. The currency is 1-to-1. We are at par with Iceland. Not really, but it's kinda. I needed food to cost me about 1,000 bob a day. Then I will be able to spend about 2,000 a day, which will be ideal. And I needed to hire a car that was going to cost me not more than 10k a day. I did not even have this 150k. I probably went there with like 80k. Yikes. I found that in Iceland, sometimes if you ask nicely, maybe you can camp at someone's home. But I figured I don't want to push my luck as a black person in Iceland, black African. But then again, I also read that Icelandic people are some of the kindest people you'll meet in the world. And it was like the safest country in the world. So I figured I'll take my chances. I could drive in this country alone. Or worst case scenario, park my car on the side of the road and sleep in the car. So I was going to save money by showering in the public swimming pools, which cost like 600 bob Kenyan, camp for 1,000 bob, food for about 1,000 bob. Now food was going to be tricky. The only way to eat cheap was to make my own food. So I was like, I'll buy bread, make sandwiches, I'll get granola and yogurt. So that was really all. Oh, plus cheese. Lots of cheese. When you put cheese, everything becomes balanced.
Bread. Something which I hope is ham. Feta.
So that's what I ate all the time. I think I ate one hot meal while in Iceland. Everything else was like cold meals. And it saved me a lot of money. One other way that I knew that I was going to save money is by driving myself. But not just driving myself, also the car that you choose to drive yourself in makes a difference. When you see pictures of Iceland, many people drive those Defenders, but those Iceland Defenders cost like 25 Gs to hire a day.
Kaleche is this tiny Golf that has been taking me around Iceland. She's special.
To drive in Iceland, all I need is my Kenyan driving license. Go to AA and get an international driver's permit. There's a fee to pay for that, but it's not much.
That's kinda how it looks like for anyone who might not know. It's an international driving permit. I have to use it alongside my Kenyan driving license.
It's usually valid for a year. Then you can renew it. You cannot even renew it. It's like you pay for it again. Mine is expiring. I think it has expired now. That's the plan. Will my plan succeed? Will I operate on that 80,000 that I have? Will Mutua die in an Icelandic campsite? Join me in the next episode to find out how we traverse these situations. Episode 2, we go to Stockholm. There's 7 episodes of this, if everything goes as planned. But you won't have to wait every week like I normally post. This will go on air like 1 episode every 3 days, maybe every 2 days. Do you want an episode every 2 days or an episode every 3 days? Guys of 3 days, come through, work with me, 3 days. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Nothing else. Bye-bye.